Hey everyone, welcome back to another discussion video. I'm Haley and I'm here with Michael, and today we are going to be talking about Tangled the series. And this is our first time talking about the show, mostly because it just came out. And surprise, surprise, it's quite amazing. And we're going to talk about our reactions, plus maybe some analysis, and whatever else we think of.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show if you guys haven't checked it out because you might be kind of turned off by the idea of a TV show getting adapted from a movie, which they don't always go well for the most part. I think Jimmy Neutron was like the only one that really sticks in my head that was solid. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I know like at first I was kind of turned off by like the idea, oh, her hair goes back, Mary, but it's actually a major plot point. So that kind of retcon works. They explain that it is before the 6-minute short where they end up getting married. So it's in between the first movie and the little short that they did. It's like 6 minutes long. Yeah, it's good so far. I like the characters a lot. I like the setting. Like it's just everything is really well done, I have to say.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I don't know if we're gonna be going to spoiler territory at all.
We could do mild spoilers, I guess.
Okay. I mean, we don't know. There's still a lot of questions in the series. Nothing has really been answered. And anything like shocking, I guess, has kind of been like, oh, it was just this or just that. Nothing too big, I'd say yet, except for, well, her hair coming back. We still have no idea how that happened. But yeah, you guys, everybody, like just saying this now, you should definitely get a chance.
Yeah, we can talk about it, no spoilers, and then we can let you know when we're going to do some spoiler territory. This way we can just kind of give our initial thoughts without ruining it.
Yeah, so this series takes place actually 6 months after the ending of the movie, and it starts with an hour-long special, which was called Tangled Before Ever After, and it was just this month, or no, actually last month, sorry, that it aired, and so far it has aired 2 other episodes, and they air on Friday, so there's going to be one today. I believe this is posted on a Friday.
Yeah, it actually has like a mystery element, which is a common theme right now with a lot of cartoons. I know that's something a lot of people enjoy, like with Steven Universe and the whole diamonds and the lore with the Gem War, Star with the toffee, his finger, and Muni and everything like that. So I really like that they're kind of going with that. I think Disney noticed that is a thing that people are enjoying. You know, Gravity Falls obviously was a big hit for them. So I think they're kind of going off that. So there is a lot of stuff to actually theorize about, which is kind of surprising. You would think this would just be like, oh, this is a princess show, man, here you go. But it's actually, they definitely put some effort into it. And even the more quote unquote fillery episode that has aired so far, that was still a really good episode.
Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit more later, because it had like a really good lesson for that one, and it was entertaining. But like, yeah, my initial like thoughts are like before going into it, I was like, okay, I don't know if what's the point of watching this? I mean, sure, Tangled was great, but investing, doing like theories and stuff for that, I don't know, would that be possible? But then watching it now, it's like, there might be something to here. So I'm really like excited to see where this show goes. And also, I don't know if you guys know, but there's also going to be a Big Hero 6 show. And seeing the quality of this show makes me a lot more excited for that one. Did you like the animation and everything?
I like the animation. The art style was a bit much. It was like it took a little bit to get used to. I get what they're going for though. They're trying to make it like a fairy tale book. So that makes sense. The art style makes sense. It's just, I think it's more of a subjective thing where I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of it, but I get why they did it and it works. And the animation is fluid enough to where it's not something that bothers me.
Yeah, I didn't see much of a problem. Some people did notice that the lip sync was kind of off or just a little bit, or just something weird about it.
Yeah, some parts.
Yeah, and this is a new show, and so there might be some issues with characters and how they act at first, because the writers are still getting used to these characters. But I think they're doing a great job so far. I can talk about like one thing, I guess, right now that won't really spoil anything because it's like so soon, and it's just part of like the first episode, I guess, or the movie, which is like how. So I feel like they did a great job with the characterization of Rapunzel and Eugene. And I guess there's not too many more recurring characters. I guess Maximus and Pascal, but those are the animals. But as for like Rapunzel's parents, some people are having issues about how exactly they are being portrayed because I don't. Apparently, they didn't talk at all in the movie or in the
Right.
short that we got.
Yeah.
So finally getting to see them talk, which was amazing, I guess, for the big fans. But apparently, like the father, he's a very overprotective now, or which is it makes sense. But some people are like,
Yeah.
oh, that doesn't seem like in his character. But I think it makes sense.
Yeah, so we
Um,
can kind of get into spoiler territory. So if you don't want anything ruined, definitely go check out the show. If you're worried that it's going to be kind of lackluster because it's based off of a Disney movie, you can put that stuff to bed, I think. But yeah, definitely
yeah,
just check it out. There's a mystery element. There's going to be an ongoing storyline. So there's definitely a lot to get out of the show for sure. But yeah, so the father, yeah, I mean, it makes sense that he's protective at this point. Like, I get people are probably frustrated because Rapunzel had to deal with that in the movie with what's her face, um, but
Mother God.
Mother Gothel. But it makes sense from a writing standpoint for as to why the characters, the father and or the mother would be protective in the first place.
Yeah, and kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, I guess, is the mother who's a bit too relaxed about this, or she's just kind of encouraging Rapunzel on, I guess, whatever she wants to do. I believe, which I guess is kind of the opposite problem there.
Yeah,
Oh, we didn't really know these characters at all, so now we're seeing the real parts of them. This is how they're interpreting the characters from the movie, I guess.
yeah, and it's canon, so
Yeah, exactly. So this
um,
is accepted.
yeah. So I mean, I don't have any problem with how they're portrayed. I think it makes sense for both of those characters. I actually really like all of the characters. I like Cassandra. 99.9% sure she was not in the movie at all, I believe. Actually, I would like to go back to the short and see if she was there, because like that leaves
I
the
don't.
question of what happened to her if she isn't at the
Yeah,
wedding.
right. Yeah, you feel like she. I feel like she'd be in there because she was so close to Rapunzel.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll give an explanation for that at the end.
Yeah, does she die? Or
Ooh,
I thought she was going to be the villain actually.
yeah, but
During the hour-long special, I thought she was like gonna be Lady Kane or something.
yeah, but she
Um,
wasn't. So in the hour-long special, it's about kind of Rapunzel being stuck in the kind of a castle again almost. She wants to be free a bit because her whole life she was stuck in one place. Now she kind of has to deal with this again. She is not happy. Also, so she sneaks out of the castle and she sees some rocks or something exactly, and they somehow bring back her hair. This is the big mystery. We have no idea why this happens. And then comes along this lady, or this the villain of the special, Lady Kane, who hates Rapunzel's father for what he did while his daughter was missing. He locked up her father, so she hates him for that. And eventually they stop her, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole episode.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be coming back at some
Yeah.
point. She seems like someone who will be making a return somehow, break out of jail or something like that. I like her. I think she's an interesting villain. It's pretty much it, really. I can see her becoming kind of like a almost Miss Heinous-ish type of character, I feel like. I could even actually see a potential redemption arc only because of the motives she had, because she wasn't like evil per se. She was just kind of pissed off that her dad was locked up as a common thief, but he was treated like a murderer or something like that. And the king kind of went overboard with locking up criminals and kind of got carried away there. So I could potentially see a redemption arc there. But yeah, it was a good hour-long special. It was really solid. The music was good. I don't know how you feel about the songs.
Oh yeah. The one big one I can't. Something the wind in my
Wind in
hair.
My
I
Hair, yeah.
maybe. I actually really like that one. Um, I'm not like I wasn't totally like looking for the song, like expecting anything, but
Yeah.
I liked it.
Now, I don't think we got any in the 2 television, like, regular episodes, did we?
Yeah, I don't think we. I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't believe we did. I feel like that'll probably be a thing. If it's a thing in Steven Universe, I feel like it would make sense for it to be a thing in a Disney princess show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, after the Tangled Before Ever After special, we had What the Hair, which was about Rapunzel. Now, she has her hair. her golden long hair back, she wants to get rid of it, which is, great to see. It's not like they're just like, oh, we're okay with this.
Yeah.
And it continues right after the special. So we know there's a bunch of continuity going on here, and it's not like just every episode, just like a one-off thing, which is great to see, which that was kind of like, that's what I thought was how it was gonna be. Like,
Yeah.
every episode was just gonna not connect to the last one, but no, they're actually doing this, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that as well. I thought it was just gonna be just here's the Tangled show because reasons. I'm curious as to why they picked Tangled. I'm not sure what like kind of sparked that
and
on.
not another princess one.
Yeah, not to say that like technically Frozen would have made the most sense considering how much money that made. So maybe this show was in the works for a while potentially.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if there was just a specific story that someone wanted to tell. I'd actually have to research that and see like who was involved in this. But yeah, that's very interesting. It's very interesting they're doing Big Hero 6. I guess that kind of makes sense. Just to kind of have you have your Disney princess one for the quote unquote girls and the superhero one for the boys. So that makes sense. But yeah, I was definitely surprised by that and pleasantly surprised that so far the 3 episodes that we've gotten have been very well done.
Yeah, so in the first episode of the season, she tries to get, she goes to this boy named Varian who's, she tries to get rid of her hair, but of course they don't end up getting anything done because that'd be way too quick to solve that.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, all these characters are pretty awesome. These new characters like Cassandra and then Varian. But in the second episode, Rapunzel's Enemy, it was like the first filler episode, I'd say. Nothing to do with the plot really, but it has a good lesson where, not everybody, can like you. Like that's impossible pretty much. You can't get everyone to like you.
Yeah.
And even people that quote like supposedly like everybody, they don't have to like each other. And that's just basically what happened, which is pretty funny. That the two most, nice people don't like each other, I guess.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I liked, it's good character development for Rapunzel too, because she was, locked up in a castle all her life or in a tower all her life. So it's cool to see. I feel like we'll be getting a lot more of this throughout the series, see her adjusting to the real world and how it works and learning certain life lessons that she couldn't have otherwise learned just being stuck in a tower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so some interesting things to note probably first would be that we did see Mother Gothel. Big spoilers, I guess. But it wasn't, we didn't really see her. I mean, so it's like kind of, it was just a dream.
Probably.
So people were freaking out. But yeah, it was probably just a dream. But that she's probably going to come back. It's like, because Rapunzel's hair came back, possibly that's how she came back. That's a theory going around, I'd say.
Yeah.
And also, is Mother Gothel connected to the rocks? What's up with that, I guess? Yeah,
there's definitely a connection there. She'll probably come back in some way, shape, or form. I could see her like maybe possessing somebody, like possessing Cassandra or something like that. Because Cassandra does seem like she's something about her I feel like we don't know yet. That's just the vibe I get. Yeah,
so it's really cool that we have all these mysteries and, amazing plot lines, I guess, and characters.
Yeah, it's great. And I love the dynamic between Rapunzel, Eugene, and Cassandra. That's really cool. And I can see us getting a lot of cool recurring characters. Like I could see what was his name?
Monty?
Monty, yeah. I could see Monty being a recurring character and just always giving Rapunzel a hard time for no reason. Probably even Varian. I feel like he may have been one. I feel like he'll come back at some point for some reason, for some type of science-y thing that they need him to do or something like that. But yeah, it's it's a really good show. I definitely would recommend it.
Yeah, I feel like, it took some convincing for me to watch it, and then it took even more convincing for Michael to watch it.
Yeah.
But we both really enjoyed it, and we were both surprised with how good it was. So if you made it this far into the video and haven't seen it, please watch it.
Yeah, you ruined it for yourself.
I know, pretty much. But there's so many more episodes.
Yeah, it just started, so
there's a lot more to be revealed, I'm sure. And it's every Friday on Disney Channel. So make sure to tune in if you can.
Right. Disney Channel, not Disney XD.
Yeah, I know, surprisingly. Okay. I think this is probably like their first cartoon in a while.
Yeah.
Actually, Disney Channel. That's, not Disney XD, which, that's cool that they're putting them on there. I wonder, I'm not sure what Big Hero 6 is going to be. Makes sense for Disney XD because for the boys, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be more XD. That makes me more excited for Big Hero 6. I'm a big Disney fan. I love Disney movies a lot. And I really like Big Hero 6, so I'm excited to see them do the TV show. if it's anything like this show.
Yeah, same. So anything else that you want to mention?
No, I think we pretty much covered anything. If you can't tell by now, we like the show, so go watch the show if you haven't watched the show.
Yeah. I hope for those who have seen the show enjoyed our discussion, and make sure to write in the comments what you think of the show if you've seen it, and if you haven't, please go do so, I'd say, and then comment, I guess.
Yes.
And we'll most likely be making videos on this because it's a great show. It's probably gonna be around for a while, I think. So thanks for watching.
See ya.